This is me roasting every single. This is me roasting every single fucking state in America, okay? Except for a few good ones. But if you're not in the good ones, where are you at? Alright, let's go. First of all, we're just gonna go from just kinda in my perspective, like this way, okay? So we're gonna make our way from this side to this side. Look, ready? Washington? Fuck you. Fuck Washington. If you're from Washington, you're an NPC, okay? Seattle? What? Jeff Bezos? That's all you are, bro. You have fucking sales tax. Ain't nobody care, okay? Oregon? If you're from Oregon, you're valid. Oregonians are the most valid people ever. They smoke marijuana and they have homeless people. That's completely valid. And they have no sales tax. Third, we have California. If you're from California, you're somewhat valid. It depends where you are. If you're down here, bro, nah, bro, you just hop the border. You're an immigrant, right? Ain't nobody care. Okay, Los Angeles, right? It's a bunch of crackheads, though. Like, it's just a bunch of crackheads and expensive housing, right? If you're from Bakersville, you're my homie, you know? If you're from Bakersville, Sacramento, it's okay. San Francisco is like a bunch of coffee shops and hippies again, but it's like I would say you're more valid if you're from San Fran than Los Angeles. Okay, going to Idaho, right? If you're from Idaho, you're an NPC. Ain't nobody care about Idaho. Who the fuck is Boise, bro? You have potatoes. That's all you're known for, right? And then we go to Nevada, right? Nevada, it's also an NPC state. How is your land, 90% of your fucking land, gonna be controlled by the government, bro? Talk about a fucking teacher suck up, okay? Las Vegas is just gambling. Everything else is honestly, it's just government controlled and military bases and everything. Ain't nobody care. Alright, we're going down to Phoenix or Arizona. And Arizona's just really hot. That's all it's known for, right? Ain't nobody be like, oh, I'm gonna go take a trip to Phoenix. Although you do have some of, or most of the Grand Canyon, which I would say that's pretty valid. So, Phoenix, or if you're from Arizona, you're pretty valid. Next, we go to Montana, right? If you're from fucking Montana, bro, get your ass out of here. Ain't nobody care, okay? What the fuck is Helena, okay? Ain't nobody care, and you're just an NPC, okay? Nothing more to talk about. Actually, I mean, there's mountains, right? If you're like skiing, I guess it's good for skiing, but that's all. That's about it. So, kind of still an NPC. And then Wyoming, bruh. You have Yellowstone. It's okay, but like having one like natural attraction does not make you valid. So you're still an NPC. If you're from Utahians, even though it's impossible to pronounce the people that are live in Utah. Is it Utahians? Nobody knows. But still, if you're from Utah, you're my homie, bro. Utahians are valid. Okay, Salt Lake City. We'll go back up to North Dakota. If you're from North Dakota, ain't nobody care. If you're from South Dakota, ain't nobody care. If you're from Nebraska, ain't nobody care. Colorado, you got skiing. Denver's pretty good. Not that big though. I'd say you're okay. You're not valid nor an NPC. New Mexico, you're an NPC. Except for Walter White. If you're Walter White and you're watching this, shout out to Walter White. Or Saul Goodman. Shout out to Saul Goodman. But other than that, you're an NPC. Okay, now we go to let's go to Minnesota, right? If you're from Minnesota, like I don't know, man. You're like I don't know nothing about Minnesota. Ain't nobody care, okay? Minneapolis, sure. Not really an NPC, but not also valid. Iowa, bro. Iowa, it's like ain't nobody care. I actually did have a USPS package that was like stuck in Des Moines for like 7 days. So I have beef with Iowa. So Iowa's an NPC. Missouri, like ain't nobody care, bruh. St. Louis, it's okay, but like still, that's the only city y'all have, and it's like you're a landlocked state too. Like any landlocked state here is kind of an NPC. I'm gonna only talk about the relevant states from now on. Like Texas, you're kind of valid. You still have somewhat of a coastline, and you also have like big cities, but also your housing is not overpriced like fucking California over here. Okay, so that Texas is kind of valid. It does get really hot though. Louisiana, ain't nobody care. Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, all inbred. Florida, a lot of black, big black men. Uh, South Carolina, it's like, I mean, it's alright. North Carolina, nah. South Carolina, North Carolina, all NPCs. I gotta change my mind. Um, any state on the West Coast, honestly, all these West Coast countries are more valid than these. Okay, and you can't change my mind, right? Because look, I'll go down all these coastline states, okay? Maine, nothing, right? New Hampshire, nothing. Massachusetts, Boston, it's kind of valid. Providence, what the fuck is Rhode Island, right? Connecticut, no one fucking cares. New York City, bunch of crackheads. New Jersey is the worst fucking state in this country. If we could kick New Jersey out, I would vote to do it, okay? We don't need New Jersey. They're legitimately useless. Fuck New Jerseyans. Delaware, no one knows what that is. Maryland has DC, so it's kind of valid. Virginia, Richmond, it's okay. It has a lot of history, right? North Carolina, South Carolina, ain't nobody care. Georgia, inbred. And it's like Florida is just a bunch of big black men. So I give it a 10 out of 10. So I think the total valid countries or in this country, the most valid states, probably Oregon, Arizona, Texas, Utah, Florida because of the big black men, and probably Ohio because Skibidi Toilet only in Ohio. Kai Sinat Riz Gia level 3.